guys, so it's your girl Imani and I'm here to tell you a story time. Today's story is going to be about how Diggy Simmons broke my heart. Okay, those of you that know me, you know that I absolutely love me some Diggy Simmons. From Run's House to freaking his album, to his mixtapes, to his fashion sense, to anything Diggy does, I am all for it. His movie on BET with Tiana Taylor, Diggy can do no wrong, okay? The very first time I ever saw Diggy was here in Arizona. It was for the Scream Tour concert. My best friend Corey and I, we had to get tickets. Corey was hyped to see Tyga. It was in the middle of the summer in July. Oh my gosh, July. It was so hot. We had to stand outside that warehouse in Scottsdale for about 4 hours waiting to get in, just to get in. And it was bad. They sent out mindless behavior, so they did like a little meet and greet with the fans. You know, Corey and I, we stayed in line because we were towards the front of the line and we were not gonna lose our spots for nobody. You hear me? Nobody. We stayed right where we were at. Mindless behavior. They maneuvered their way towards the line, you know, so we got a picture with Prodigy and Rock Royal. And that was that. We did not move. This girl who was behind us, she had bobby pins holding down her weave, you know, cheetah print dress and some flip-flops. She looked like she really didn't want to be there. Like this was like a last minute, like,
oh, sure, I'll go. Let me just try to make myself appear decent. Is this good, girl? Yeah? Alright, let's go.
That's how she looked, you know. There's nothing wrong with her. She was a cute girl, just, you know. Yeah. Anyways, she got out of line to take a picture with mindless behavior. When she got back in line, she must have forgot her place because she steps in front of Corey and I. We're 8th graders at this time. We're not, you know, we're not too confrontational. We weren't really tripping off of it because, you know, we were all gonna get in essentially at the same exact time because they were letting us in chunks. It was cool, whatever. The whole entire time too, she's not even talking about Diggy.
Ooh, girl, Tiger gonna be my baby daddy. You already know. It's gonna be me and Tiger, boo. Yes, he can get it, all of it.
Like, okay, this girl was worried about Tiger, not Diggy. So I'm like, all right, we cool. You can stand here. Don't matter. So we get inside. You know, the performances go on. Diggy finally comes out. Now, mind you, this is the first time I've ever seen Diggy in person. I lose my head. Just, you know, Diggy-tized. It's a good word. Diggy-tized. But anyways, I'm sitting there just tripping out. And you know, he does his set, everything's good. He does this one song where he says he needs a female to sing to. I'm just like, it's me. Look at me. He's looking in our section. And he picked Miss Cheetah Print Weave flip-flops in front of me. So I'm just like, that's how we're gonna do this, Diggy? Alright. Then he gave her roses. What? Roses? Red roses? I ain't never had some red roses given to me before. Whatever. Concert was good. Diggy did great. Girl got roses. Everything was fine. That was my first experience with Diggy. That alone should have told me I was going to encounter much more heartbreak. But it's okay. It's okay. Fast forward to the second time I ever saw Diggy. It was in New Orleans, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. His first time headlining a tour. It was my first time being in New Orleans. It was my first time going to Essence. It was just my first everything, okay? I'm super hyped. When we found out Diggy was going to be in New Orleans for Essence Music Festival, my auntie and my mom and my grandma LA, they all were like, oh, I guess we have to leave on the 4th of July because he performed on the 5th of July. We got on a plane on the 4th of July. No fireworks for us. No hot dogs and barbecue and ribs. No. We were on a plane eating peanuts and drinking Sprite out of these little tiny cups going to see Diggy the next day. I bought a Jetsetter shirt. I was going to make sure he saw me this time. I was ready to go. You couldn't tell me nothing. He didn't notice me. We still had a good time. You know, the concert was still good. And when we got back to Arizona, I saw that he was on Twitter and he was tweeting And it was actually a really weird time of the day, so something just was like, you know, tweet him, tell him like good show, whatever. So I tweeted Diggy Simmons and I was like, jet setting, I flew from Phoenix to New Orleans to see you, you did great. I took a picture of my shirt, I went like this. He retweeted the picture. I about lost my marbles. I was screaming. I called everybody and their mama just to let them know. From that point on, I had hope. I was like, there's some hope for us. Like, we can be friends. We can do this. We can meet. It will be great. For Christmas that following year, my mom was going to surprise me, and she went ahead and bought me meet and greet concert tickets to Diggy Simmons. She bought Bismillah and I concert tickets because I was telling my mom about Bismillah. I was like, I met this girl, she's so great, she loves Diggy, we are all gonna be friends with Diggy, and we're just gonna like have the greatest time in the world. Like, we're all gonna be friends, it's gonna be great. The tickets to his show for his concert in California. So, you know, it was so cute. She packaged it all nice. I just thought it was like front row concert tickets to see Diggy Simmons. So I'm like screaming and I'm just like, oh my god.
Did you read it? Did you read it all though?
No! Where is it? Fernando Beach Performing Arts Center, Trevor Jackson, Jacob Lattimore. What is it?
Okay, get all that because.
Merry Christmas!
It was a piece of paper with his name on it, and I was screaming like he was in my living room at that very moment. And I'm like, we're gonna see Diggy today. We are going to get a meet and greet picture. Like, at this point, it wasn't even like I want to marry you or anything like that. It was just like, I've traveled freaking across the states to see you, and you know, I got a retweet out of it, which was great, but like, I want to meet you. Like, I've followed you forever. I just want to freaking meet you. So Bismillah and I are texting every day, getting super excited, counting down the days, like, oh, 5 more days till Diggy. Finally, the day comes. My mom and I, we pack our suitcases. We drove from Arizona to California. It's not that far of a drive, but we drove out there just for this concert, okay? Just for Diggy. So, day of the concert, we get a hotel room, and I'm getting ready. We meet up with Bismillah, and we get to the concert. Okay, we're standing outside the concert, you know, everything's fine, everything's progressing. We see Trevor Jackson, Jacob Lattimore, their cars are coming through, everything looks great. We see no sign of Diggy. This is just outside though, no big deal. Diggy's the headliner too, so no one's tripping. So, get inside, and we take our meet and greet picture with Trevor Jackson before anything happens, before the concert starts or anything. He's nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found, no one's saying anything. And then they start telling us, oh, Diggy's gonna do the meet and greet after the concert. Okay, he didn't do the meet and greet after. So we're sitting there through the concert. The concert's going on for about 2 hours and still no sign of Diggy. And I'm just like, where is he? Finally, Bismillah, she goes up and she goes straight to one of the workers there that seats us, the ticketing people, and she's like, what's going on? Like, it's almost time for the concert to actually end and Diggy still hasn't come out. Like, what's going on? So the lady's like, yeah, Diggy's not coming. So Bismillah came and I just saw all over her face. She was just like, and I was like, what did she say? What did she say? She's like, Diggy's not coming. I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. So the guy finally comes on stage and is like, yeah, sorry guys, no Diggy. And everyone's just like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, they gave no explanation. It was just, no Diggy, take it up with this guy, and like, we can figure out your money back or whatever. And it was a big mess. Okay, so everyone was sad, crying, beside themselves. And then I look on Instagram and Diggy's at Lucky Strike. I wanted to go find what Lucky Strike he was at. Damn it. Everyone's emailing, sending messages to Diggy's thing. He wrote like I'm sorry I wasn't there. Something happened with with the booking. Either way, it was a big mess and nobody knows to this day exactly what went down. All I know is didn't get to meet him, and we drove all the way from Arizona to California for that. I wish there was like a happier ending to this story, but there's not. Now that I think about it, there's no real conclusion. This is a to be continued, because I want to meet him. Like, we're supposed to be friends. Like, he's an Aries, I'm a Leo. We are compatible. My best friend Tristan is an Aries. Bismillah is an Aries. Like, we are all supposed to be friends. Yeah, that's my story about how Diggy Simmons broke my heart. I'm still not over it, obviously, because I made a whole YouTube about it to share with you guys the pain that Diggy has caused. It's not as bad as being like cheated on or, you know, lied to. No shade though, no shade. But anyways guys, that is my video. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!